Hi. Hey y'all. Hi. Let me get some music going for y'all. Let me get some music going. Erm, 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 erm. Oh, that's gonna be so loud. Wait, no, don't do that. Why can't I hear it?
Wow.
Was that a womp? Did you just womp me? Oh, I can't hear it. Never mind. I just get fucking whomped by Zeph. Thank you so much for the subs, Zeph. Hold on, let me get you the music. Wait, what the fuck is going on here? Help? That's gonna be way too loud. Can you hear the music? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Thank you for the 37 months, Zeph. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. How was everyone today? How have y'all been? I know it's been like 2 weeks. That was not the plan, but it is what it is. Hi there, Tani. I saw Rory. I saw Sable. I saw Akaza. Hello. You're gonna start planning your trip to Queensland? Hell yeah! Oh my god. Fuck plans, yeah. Uni said, fuck you and your plans! Fuck you and your plans! Hello! Hi, Emmy! Should I put the raid message in my own chat? I think that's funny. I think I should do that. Hi, it's me, Ranger Roth. How you guys doing today? How you doing? Emmy, you did an amazing 12-hour stream. I was not there for the entire duration, but for the time that I was there, I had so much fun and laughed so much. Y'all are so fucking silly.
There's an Elden Ring thing happening at the Sydney Opera House in March of next year that I kinda wanna attend.
6 months ever.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Radio! Thank you so much for 6 months! You started a hype train! Choo-choo, my goodness! Hello there! Hi, Makala. Hello, Tengu. Thank you so much for the follow, Tengu! Hi!
8 whole ass months. 1 month off of a sub, baby.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for that 8 months, Makala. We're almost giving birth. We're gonna give birth next month, guys, to a sub baby, a new sub baby. I have $8. Keep your $8 in your damn bank account, girl. I'll shit on your pillow. I'll shit on your pillow. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. For anyone that doesn't know me, hi, I'm a chunky orange cat girl. I swear a lot. I say a lot of unhinged shit. And I usually play games, but today, I am not playing. I don't know what I'm doing today. Actually, I just had 2 weeks off because I was busy working on an assignment that was kicking my ass. But I'm back. I handed in the assignment. I don't know that it was great, but I did it. I did it, and that's what matters. For anyone that came in with the raid, if you do need to raid and run, please don't hesitate to do so. Look after yourselves. If you need to lurk, please do so. I'll just be yapping. If you want to stick around and chat, hell yeah, do that. I love having a good yap, and that's honestly what we're going to be doing today, I think. I think that's how it's gonna be. Have a good luck, Emmy. I hope you look after yourself tonight and reward yourself with, if not food, because I understand the digestive issues, then maybe some quality time with your partner, a nice movie, a TV show, a game. Reward yourself, look after yourself, and rest. Get plenty of eep tonight. Those 12-hour streams hit really, really hard. I completely understand that. Gonna go lurky. That's all good, Tani. You must save your monies. I love you, Tani. Hi, Maxine. Hi. Hello, hello. How you doing today, Maxine? Had a massive sanger at 3? Fuck yeah. What did you have on your sandwich?
You gifted a tier 1 subscription to you for me.
Thank you for gifting a sub to Emmy Sable. Emmy, enjoy your ad-free viewing and the emotes. I got lots of cute little emotes, although nowhere near as many as Emmy has. Emmy has so many emotes, and they're all fucking adorable. Go rest, mummy. 6 a.m. Oh my goodness, please get some sleep, Chester. Holy shit, that is, get some rest. I imagine a lot of you have been in Emmy's stream for a significant period of time, so I 100% understand if you need to lurk or if you just, you know, dip out altogether. 100% get that. You get that, the social battery dips, so I understand that. But I appreciate y'all that stick around for a lurky and said hi. Had chicken palmy with lettuce and hash browns. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can I have some? She's gonna be... No! Why did your sister have to come and rain on your parade? How fucking rude of her. I love the emote, the fucking bibble emote. It's one of my favorites, and I bless Mama Swan for doing that comm for me, because I love that emote so much. You just woke up? Well, good morning. I hope you had a good sleepy sleep. Maxine thought I was bald? Context? We know how close we are to the Mario Kart? Yes, yes. Have I brought... I think I've brought up my goals on this. No, I haven't? Oh, well. Oh, wait. Okay, that's... What are these images? Oh. Never mind. Sorry! Fucking fat rip to anyone with arachnophobia. I am so sorry about that. That's my bad. If you need me to pay for your therapy, I can't because I'm poor, but I am studying a Master's of Counseling, so maybe I can be your therapist. Who knows? Is that parasocial? Is it parasocial if your Oshi is your therapist? Hold on, I gotta find the... Where the fuck is it? I know it exists somewhere. Stretch goals. There we go. Yeah, give me that. Oh, okay. Also, my new stim is going to be that noise that Emmy makes. I don't know how she does it, but she goes like, yeah, no, I'm gonna start making that noise now. I already noticed myself doing it like 20 minutes ago, and I was like, yep, okay. Now everyone's gonna think I'm copying Emmy, but it's actually just become a stim. That's my bad, blame the autism. Okay, so 5,000 is the blindfolded Mario Kart, and what are we at? Where's my spreadsheet? I love that noise she makes. I love it. It's so cute and funny at the same time. Spada. Kaza was contributing to the combo. I said, wait, aren't you bald? What made you think Kaza was bald? Hi there, Ranch. How you doing? It's a Ranch. Go bald then. Damn. All right. And what if I did? And what if I did? Now what? Huh? Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted? Your stim is Emmy getting fit. Is that the sound she makes when she gets fingered? You know, I would be concerned as to why anyone would know that in this chat. But, Okay. The total that we're at. We are currently at 3,155. So, where's my calculator? I'm not doing that in my head. I'm absolutely not doing that in my head. Hello, calculator. Okay. 5,000 minus... sorry, I burped. 3,155. So we are $1,845 away from blindfolded Mario Kart. Thank you so much for the level 2 hype train, guys. I love y'all. Why can't I summon the Roid? I think I turned it off one stream and never turned it back on because I forgot. It's a good thing it's not on because he's not home. It's not home. Yeah, Henry's an it now. He's not home at the moment. Yeah, I was gonna, like, have a goal that I just update. I mean, because the goals are pretty far apart at this point. So it wouldn't be, like... It wouldn't be horrific for me to add, like, a goal for the, like, a goal counter for the next one. Because at least prior to the stream goals, we were kind of hitting them fast enough that there would have been no point in doing that. But now that they're stretch goals, I think I might put one on stream. The only issue and the only thing that I was thinking about with that was where to put it. Because I'm usually on this screen. I want to put it so I guess I can just put it like the top left of, like, where the game appears. I just don't want it to cover the game. But that's my logo. I'm not getting rid of my logo. 22% Stimkey, you're pretty clean today, Lucky. You're pretty clean. Time to get to it. What are you getting to? Time you go, what? Least cursed vaccine message, real? Real? You went outside today? Fuck yeah. Choo choo, batter up. That's a cute emote. It's like a little puppy. Little puppy. Hello, Bless. Hi. It is me. It is me. You haven't seen that transition? I mean, usually the only time you ever see it is at the start of stream or the end of stream. Or if I do a BRB, so it makes sense that some people haven't been seeing it. Oh, I did the... Well, I became big before I moved. Have it flying around like the DVD logo. That wouldn't be distracting at all. Haven't been here in so long. It's okay. You've been lifing and stuff. Logo's the perfect spot for... I know. I know. I like my logo. You'll be aging in 2 weeks? Hell yeah. I'll be aging in, like, 2.5 months. Been slacking? Nah, you've been busy. End of chat area? Yeah. Top right? On the overlay? Yeah. It might just have to... I just don't want to, like... I want it to be big enough that even people on mobile will be able to see it okay. I worry that that would make it too small. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. If I decide to do it, epic. If I decide not to, boo-womp. Basically. Okay. Last time I've been to stream? No, I think you were here recently. I mean, to be fair, Rach, I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks. But I think you dropped in one of the streams in the last month or so. The total of streams in the last month has been like 3, but yeah. 8 days? Oh my goodness, it's everyone's aging time. Everyone be aging. You've got healthy eyes, you do have young, healthy eyes. If you can see it, others can. Fair, fair. Drains your energy just by being here. Can you not ask her to leave? Like, has she not got somewhere else to be? Like, you made it sound like she's just, like, visiting. So, like, why, though? Like, just aging this weekend? Yeah, we gotta set something up. We haven't, like, planned anything. Yeah, some people have, like, a heating system that'll only heat, like, a small amount of water, like, a certain amount of water. I think we had that in my old place. Some water systems will only heat up, like, a certain amount of water in a period of time, and if you go through that water, then you have to wait for it to heat up more. I mean, we have gas hot water, so we don't worry about that. We don't have to worry about that, I don't think. I don't fucking know. I don't know how it works. I'm not a heated water expert. Think I'll be gone for a while? No problem. It's okay. It's okay. I don't expect people to always be here every single time. And when you do eventually come back, if you do come back and say hi, I'm happy to see you again. There's no expectation for people to, like, be here all the time or to have to feel bad if you're not able to be here for whatever reason. I just enjoy seeing y'all. Gonna get a very late birthday present from you. Yippee! Late birthday present, still birthday present. Can't flush while someone's in the shower. That, I think that does happen with most people's hot water. Like, if you use another source of water while someone's showering, it'll, like, change the temperature of the water in the shower. Ours doesn't necessarily change the temperature, but if you have the shower running while the, like, washing machine or dishwasher or something is running, it, like, cuts the water pressure, which is a pain in the ass. My grandmother's shower be like... Yeah, you just warn them. You just be like, hey, just step out of the water for a second. Says 0.1%. Where all achievements say 0.1% of play. Oh my god. Well, hey, full release, there's gonna be some bugs, right? Sit on the shitter and doom scroll till they finish. Honestly, it takes me long enough to shit that I think that anyone would finish their shower before I finish shitting anyway. So, just, shit longer, I guess. She found out father was paying me to look after the house. To take care of... What? Why? Does she just want to be a pain in the ass? Because that's what that sounds like. Gonna get the Queenslander variant of me a birthday present? He's... Who stole whose name? Which one of y'all was born first? Have that really do releases do that? It gets fixed though, right? Like, I'll fucking know how the achievements work. Zeph, yeah, I figured. She wants money? Why can't you just tell your dad that you'll, like, look after it for free? And then maybe he'll tell her to fuck off and then not give her any money. So now staring at your boob window? I mean, it is a pretty nice boob window. I can't blame you. I mean, look at him, look at him bounce. Look at him bounce. Zeph did so good rigging these booba. Oh! Oh! I'm being attacked. Ow. Kat lives here. She didn't want to be here to look after the house and Kat until money was involved. Yeah, she sounds like a shit person. Fuck, I would zone out looking at my boob window too. I zone out looking at my hair just flow everywhere. Movement.
Bless Heels 12 just cheered 300 bits.
Thank you for the 300 biddies, Bless. Thank you so much. Sucks you right in. There's actually a vacuum in between my titties, and it's gonna slurp you in, and then you'll have to sit between my titties. Be nice and warm in there. Actually, I said on Emmy's stream earlier that I've got enough boob sweat that you could probably swim in my underboob. So I mean, if you wanna have a pool day, you could do that too. You know, whatever floats your boat. Welcome back, Tani. Does the world feel different? Feel like I've gone back to last year? I don't know, the world hasn't really felt real for like a few years to me, so I'm probably not the best person to ask. Maya! Hi, Maya! My goodness, it's a cute cat girl! There's a cute kitten in my chat! Oh my goodness, Maya Raid, hi! How you doing today? You were playing Honkai? Oh my goodness, how was Honkai? Have you had any really good pulls recently? Tell me about them. I don't know many of the characters, but I assume they're probably attractive because almost every gacha game character I've ever seen is either attractive or a child. If they're a child, then, you know, slay. They're probably cute. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're doing good. You're enjoying the new story? Fuck yeah! For anyone that doesn't know me, by the way, I am Ranga. I am a chunky orange cat girl from Queensland, Australia. I like playing games, but today I'm just chatting. I swear a lot and say a lot of weird shit, so like, prepare yourself for that. You're sick at the moment? No! Been so hot. Right, it's so fucking hot at the moment. It's pissing me off. You haven't gotten her yet? Frick. Frick. I only played Honkai for a little bit. I think the last character that I tried to pull for, I can't remember her name, but she was like purple and she had like butterflies, and I think her weapon was a scythe. And she was really hot and cool. So that's all I remember. I think it was Honkai. I hope. Anyway. You're freezing! Damn, can you bring some of that cold down here, please? I'm sweating so much. It's only early spring and I'm already suffering. Hi, Rory. Yeah, it's like, what do you mean it's early spring and we're having 30-degree days? Please fuck off, actually. I hate it here. Wuthering Waves, man. Every time I get into a gacha game, I end up falling off of it. After, like, maybe a month or two. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. Just... I'm not engaged. For some reason. Has never had a successful relationship. She's confused why I'm friends with my ex. I mean, some people are friends with their exes. I mean, I personally am not someone that can be friends with my exes and don't fully understand it, but as long as people are happy, you know, you do you. You do you, gang. It was raining over there? Damn. Actually, I don't know if rain is gonna, like, help over here, because in Queensland, when it's hot and then it rains, usually it gets more humid and feels worse. because then it just is muggy and the air is thick and wet and you know, plans do be changing sometimes. They do. Love the story and art of Wuthering Waves. Yeah, no, that's 100% fair. Not engaged? I'm not even taken. Go make yourself some food. Oh, thank you for the 10 stream streak, Maya. Go make yourself some food. Go rest after stream. Go relax. Thank you for that, Lucky. Yeah, I think it definitely depends on the circumstances and I guess how long the relationship was as well. Like there's a lot of factors that can come into play there. Still friends with former girlfriend? Yeah, like I don't judge you for that. I don't judge you for that. I just can't. I just can't. We've already had a couple summer storms where the air gets nasty. Nasty. No bad feelings? I guess so. I mean, I need to not be friends with my exes because usually my feelings are so strong that it's just damaging to me to continue to be friends with them. Even if nothing bad happened in the relationship, like I can't just turn my feelings off. So like I can't do that. Yeah, see, I'm the kind of person that if a relationship of mine breaks down, I'm the blocking and ghosting type. I will block them, I'll remove them off of everything, and I won't talk to them. Because that's what I have to do for me. Otherwise, it damages my mental health. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, as long as you're happy and it's not, like, damaging you in any way, because, like, it can be... I guess it also depends how they act with you, because sometimes it can kind of be like a leading on situation where there's a part of you that you may or may not be aware of that hopes that they'll take you back and hopes that the relationship might work out in the future. That's part of why I can't be friends with people that I've been with, because I am very, very aware of that part of me that hopes that that person will change their mind. So I'm just like, you know what, that's not fair on them, it's not fair on me. The only way I can cut off that feeling is to take a complete step back. Yeah, I'm a little too obsessive. Same. Rather than turn out to be horrible than me losing feelings and having to respectfully let them down, 100%. It is a horrid situation to end up in where you realize that you don't feel the same about that person anymore and you have to find a way to break it off. I've had to do that before. It fucking sucked and I felt horrible. Because they were a very nice person. We agree, we both still have feelings, don't expect the other to lose them. But can't handle long distance. Long distance is really fucking hard. I get that. Hey, titties. Some titties for your troubles? Ah, fuck, it puts me down there. There we go. I fixed it. I mean, yeah, you could just call her former girlfriend. That still works. Personally, all of my exes are exes. Not because, like, I don't attribute a, like, emotional value to the term ex. Like, even the people that I don't have any bad feelings towards, they're still exes to me. It's just a way to, like, be like, yeah, ex-partner or whatever. But everyone sees those things differently. That's why Rory's never allowed to leave me. That's why Henry's never allowed to leave me. At this point, our lives are so intertwined that it would be so messy. It would be so messy if Henry and I's relationship fell apart. It would be fucked. So we hope that never fucking happens. Still loving them, but being their friend, yeah, I simply, I can't. You're okay with that? As long as you're okay with that and you're not doing, like, damage to yourself by remaining friends with them. Especially because you mentioned that they saved your life, and this probably isn't the case, but that there might be a part of you that's staying friends with them because you feel indebted to them is not fair on you at all. So, as long as you're happy being their friend and that there's nothing like that there that's like you're being friends with them because you feel like you owe them something, like, that's... Look after yourself, love yourself, and respect yourself, and make sure that you're happy. The realization that I've been a big fat liar this whole time and have to switch... Okay, but sometimes you're not a big fat liar in those situations. Sometimes feelings do just change. And there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes one day you just wake up and you're like, shit, I don't feel the same way about that person anymore. And that shit's fucking scary that it does happen. Because what do you mean I can just one day wake up and be like, yeah, I don't know, I don't feel the same about this person anymore. What the fuck do you mean that can happen? Titties do make you happier. Titties are proven to extend your lifespan, so, like, gaze upon them. I have nothing to contribute to this conversation. I mean, this could even extend to, like, friendship breakdowns as well, Akaza. Like, if you've been friends with someone and I guess you, like, remain sort of a part of their life but not in the same capacity. Like, imagine you were, like, best friends and, like, you spent every day together, you talked every day, and then you don't, like... You end up, the relationship, like, the friendship breaks down, and you don't have that close connection anymore, but you still try to maintain some connection with them, so it's still relevant to friendships in a way. Do you want to hold some do you want me to hold some tiddy to help you? I mean, they are quite heavy. Thank you for the hydrate, Tiny. Yeah, prefix X means former. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Titties do be great. Well, I can't say that on Twitch. Your last partner? Yeah. No, don't krill yourself. You're too sexy. Yeah, Zeph ain't leaving you, Sable. The only option is one of us dies. Yeah, no, that's 100% fair, Makala. If you got a bunch of negative connotations towards the term, then it would feel wrong to use it for someone that hasn't wronged you in any way. You're friends with them because they're cool as fuck? Hell yeah. We love cool people. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Don't think it can happen in a relationship so strong. I mean, there are plenty of marriages that end after, like... Although, actually, usually it is because of some other factor. Like, I know it's usually, like, in heteronormative relationships, it's usually the woman that ends the relationship in those situations where it's been fucking, like, 30 years of marriage, and it's usually because the man in the relationship doesn't do anything around the house and treats her like shit. But I think it sometimes can just happen. Sometimes you, like... I don't know. Sometimes it can be they just do one little thing or, like, say something and you're just like, I don't know. Hi, Bread! just assume you'd give my VIP to... No, Brad, you're all good. You're VIP because you were here a long time ago and you stuck around for a long time. You're all good, Brad. Don't feel bad and don't feel like you have to lurk just because you're not here very much. It's okay. Can't break up with friends if you don't have friends. I guess so, yeah. I get where you're coming from. Krill self, no! Haven't had a falling out with a friend, mainly because you haven't had many friends. Hey, having a lot of friends can actually be kind of exhausting. Quality over quantity, guys. Quality over quantity. It is so much better to have a few really close friends than to have lots and lots of acquaintances. Like, people that you don't have strong connections with. That's my opinion on it, anyway. Never would have, because both of the time spent together. Issues, yeah. I think, again, it's very dependent on what the relationship was like. And how it ended. How you treated each other. There's a lot of factors that go into whether people can continue a friendship afterwards. Exactly 2 falling outs with friends. First was because they were transphobic when I came out. So valid. So valid. Fuck that person. Could even tell they didn't know how to feel about it. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a really fucking tough situation, Maxine. So being my best friend, I actually crawl into a hole and never come out. Yeah, when you've got friends that when you're that close with someone, losing that friendship is very difficult. I've had a couple of friendship breakdowns in my time. Most of them were there's been 2 major ones. Some that I wouldn't call like a friendship breakdown and more of a we started heading in different directions in life and didn't have as much in common anymore kind of thing. Which I think happens a lot with people you were friends with in like high school because you start, you grow into adulthood and you start like some people get a full-time job straight away, some people go to university, some people remain unemployed for a while. That was my thing. I started feeling a disconnect because I see a lot of those friends going and getting full-time jobs and working like having an adult life, and I know I don't have the typical adult life and I feel disconnected from them because of that. It may not be mutual. That may not be a mutual thing. That may just be all in my head kind of thing, but that's how that felt with a lot of the friendships that I don't keep up with as much anymore. And the second we won't talk about on Twitch. Oh, so it was really particularly shitty. Don't know how many people you've met broken up with. Bruh. I know, I can remember every person that I've been in a relationship with and broken up, well, either been broken up with or broken up with them. And I can also remember, like, pretty much every friend that I've had, and if the friendship went sour. Sometimes there's a lot of small things, yeah, a lot of small things build up, and then you wake up one day, you're like, fuck. It's okay, Tani, because I'm never leaving, so, fuck those people that left you. Bam, 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 bam. You're gonna go eat dinner? Enjoy your dinner, Bread. Enjoy. Gonna head off, stay rizzy with the tizzy, fuck yeah! Enjoy your night, Ranch. Thank you for hanging out and chatting. Just kind of stopped talking. Yeah, that happens. I think that's like the you lose connection kind of thing. Hour away and we never talked, and it just clicked to me the other day that we aren't friends anymore. Yeah, I've also had that happen. Yeah, my major friendship breakups, the first was in high school, the one was a few years post high school. The first one, I was besties with this girl. Actually, both of these girls I was really close with. Like, we spent a lot of time together. Like, okay, so the first one in high school, we had a lot of sleepovers. We spent a lot of weekends together. We shared a lot of our, like, personal stuff and secrets and stuff. And the reason the friendship started to break down was because she started sharing some of the things that I had shared with her in secrecy to other people. The main one being a crush that I had on someone, which, as an adult, doesn't seem like that big of a deal. But when you're in high school, that is a big deal. Especially when you get the feeling that that person doesn't feel the same about you, which I knew he didn't. And yeah, she basically told people, and it ended up getting back to him as well, which was extremely awkward for me. But him and I were still friends. Like, we'd been friends for a while, and we stayed friends. Him and I stayed friends, despite him knowing how I felt about him and not feeling the same about me. That ended up passing. That was Gucci. The other reason I had issues with this friend, the girl in this situation that was sharing my shit around, was because she was in a relationship with someone that I was also friends with. And she got super insecure about that because he would come and talk to me because we had a lot in common. We both played games, we both watched anime, so we'd chat about that sort of stuff. She didn't have those things in common with him. So I would be chatting with him over, like, text or something, usually Skype, because this was back in the Skype era. Is this a chick I'm thinking of? Her name starts with a B. Was part of the friend group for, many years. Anyway, so she was with this guy. I had a friendship with him. She got super insecure about that. Especially because sometimes I think she would become like, okay, this was shitty on his part, and I understand that now. At the time, I was like, girl, you're being so overbearing. But he would ignore her messages. And what ended up happening is she would then come to me as her friend and be like, hey, can you message so-and-so? And see if he replies to you. And every single time, without fail, he would respond immediately. I recognize now that he was kind of a shitty partner for doing that. But I also think that she was incredibly overbearing in the relationship. And I don't know, I looked at the relationship and I was like, you guys have almost nothing in common. What is going on? And the relationship lasted for a long time. I ended up stopping being friends with her about halfway through their relationship because I just got over it. She got upset with me and yelled at me over Skype one day because I mentioned that I felt sad that all the other girls in our friend group had a partner, a romantic partner. I had never had a romantic partner at this point in time. And I was kind of sad about that. I felt kind of shitty about that. And she took that as, oh, you're jealous of our boyfriends. And I was like, what? And basically accused me of flirting with all the guys in the friend group that had girlfriends. And I was like, girl, I'm just being friends with them. What the fuck? So yeah, that's when that friendship completely ended. I stopped talking to her altogether. I would just ignore... She was in our friend group until the end of high school. I just absolutely fucking, like, ignored her existence. If she tried to talk to me, I would brick wall her. I will say that I am an absolutely horrid person to, like, have that sort of friendship breakdown with, because I will pretend you do not exist. I will make you feel like you don't exist, that you are just completely transparent. I will look through you. Because I had to deal with her being part of the friend group. I was like, well, I can't really, like, I can't do anything about it. I can't tell everyone to fuck her out of the friend group. So I was like, I'll just pretend she's not there, I guess. Worked pretty well. She got up here because she came over to my place. Yes, okay. So this girl, after we stopped being friends, she started being friends with someone else. And they were besties. And the person she was friends with had a crush on Zeph. I knew about this. A lot of the friendship group knew about it. And for some reason, I can't even remember why, Zeph invited me over to his house one day. I mean, we were friends. We weren't super close, but we were friends. Zeph invited me over to his house. This got back to my ex-friend and her bestie, and this ex-friend went off her shit because she was like, you knew that so-and-so has a crush on Zeph. Why would you go over to his house? I'm like, because I'm his fucking friend, girl. Like, huh? The fuck? She never actually addressed me specifically, but it got back to me that she was talking shit. Because she knew that if she tried to address me, I would just fucking ignore her. I think I had her blocked on social media as well. So she just couldn't talk to me basically at all. Didn't ignore your ex for another person. Your ex did that shit while getting... Yeah. Yeah, it's a shitty thing to do in a relationship. Because one of our friends was caught with some illicit material and oh shit, yeah, no, that's fair enough, Lucky. Jesus. But yeah, so that was basically that first friendship. She, a few years... Okay, so the tea gets hotter. The tea does get hotter, and this is where I might be the asshole. The boyfriend that she got super insecure about me having a friendship with, yeah, we ended up in a relationship about a year after they broke up. I might be an asshole for that. I did have feelings for him, genuinely. But not at the time when they were together. I did not feel like that about him while they were together. I want to make that very fucking clear. I had no intention of being with him while they were together or even attempting that. So, want to make that perfectly fucking clear that I was not that bitch. I was not the side hoe. This was a while after they had broken up, and we got closer because she was no longer in the way being insecure about us being friends. So, hold on, let me just see what Maxine said. Wanted to hang out and said they had something to tell me. Discord of close friends. Next day comes and they break up with me. Also come out as non-binary. Told the Discord they broke up with me, and one of them said, should have guessed when she said she wanted to talk about something. Bro, that is such a fucked up thing to say to someone that has just been broken up with. Sometimes when someone in a relationship just wants to talk about something, yes, usually it's a serious thing, but it's not always a breakup. That's just so incredibly insensitive and wrong. But wait, there's more! Yeah, we're just chatting. You're all getting all my goss. Honestly, I won't be surprised if this ends up making it back to her or something. But I haven't said any names, so not my problem. Don't get upset at me just because I have friends. Exactly. And that's how I met your father. No. That relationship ended almost a year after it started because of the friend. Because of the ex-friend. It wasn't entirely her fault, I will say, that I have grown and realized that obviously this was a problem with him as well. But she meddled in our relationship in all sorts of ways. Because she was still in love with him. Despite having another partner at the time. She was with someone else when I was with him. But she was still very clearly obsessed with him and deeply in love with him. So she kept talking to him, and at first I was like, I don't really like this, but it's whatever, I guess. And I can't actually remember what happened here. But I'm reminded, this was back when I was 18 years old. I was like freshly 18 years old. I would not do this now because it just seems so fucking disgusting. I cringe looking back at it. But she kept trying to add me back as a friend on like social media and stuff after high school ended and after I was, with her ex. And I made a post on Instagram. This is so fucking cringe, dude. I was wearing a ring that he had given me that she knew was his. And I took a picture of my hand with that ring on it. And I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was something along the lines of, like, I don't want to be friends with you. Like, so I said, the first part of it was relating to something that she did, but I can't remember exactly what it was. So fill in the blank there, and then the end of it was, and you think I want to be friends with you or something like that. Yeah, so she saw that. That got back to her. Don't know who took a screenshot of it and sent it to her, but someone did. And she then... I didn't have her blocked at the time on Instagram. So she sent me a message request claiming, and I don't know the truth of this, claiming that my partner at the time, her ex, had cheated on me with her at the place we got together. I still, to this day, don't actually know the truth in that at all. Like, I don't know if that actually happened or she was just making it up to hurt me. What made me think that it could have some truth to... The only part that made me go, okay, how the fuck would you know that, is how she knew where we got together. Like, she named the place. The exact place. And I was like, okay, that's weird. Why do you know that? Still to this day, don't actually know. No idea. Also, thank you for the like, Tiny. I see you. I love you. You did the whole we both moving on type. I did. I cringe at it, but I don't regret doing it. Despite the shit that ensued from me doing that. I was at his house when she sent me this message. Which is probably for the best. But also not for the best. Because again, I don't know whether he was telling the truth. I never got any closure on any of this, and at this point, I don't care. It would have been nice to know, because then I could be like, oh, you were actually more of a piece of shit than I thought you were. But I confronted him about it, obviously. He adamantly claimed that it was not true, and that she was lying and trying to get between us. I believed him. Obviously, I'm going to believe him over someone that I know has a history of lying. So I was like, okay, I'm going to believe you. I'm not going to take her at her word. But I said to him, I'm like, you need to block her. I need you to block her, and I need you to not talk to her anymore, because I was fine with you talking. Like, I wasn't fine with it. But I tolerated you talking with her up until now. But now she is trying to actively break up our relationship, and I don't like that. I don't like that. That's pretty fucked up. So I was like, okay, this is my condition. You need to block her and everything. I don't want to see you talking to her ever again. He agreed to that. Things are going swimmingly for, God, I don't even know what period of time. But, spoiler alert, he in fact did not keep her blocked. And did continue to talk to her. And I found out on at least 2 separate occasions. Did I break up with him? No, I didn't. Because I'm stupid. I was in love. I was infatuated with this guy. I didn't learn the first time. I didn't fucking learn the second time. I just kept... Yeah. Hi there, Fister. Welcome in. I'm telling gossip about my high school days, or my younger days, because this part of the story is when I was an adult. So, but my younger days being like 7 years ago. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So much tea. So much tea. Yeah, so I basically didn't learn. But those instances fucked me up. Something chronic. Like, my trust was fucked. I didn't break up with him, but I had absolutely lost all trust I had in this guy. So I became what most people would call the insufferable crazy girlfriend that is untrusting and fucking hovers over you all the time and is always looking at your phone. I'll admit I became that. But he created that monster, so I'm not taking any responsibility for that bullshit. Maybe a little bit, because I probably should have just ended the relationship at that point. But I became a little overbearing, and one day he'd had enough of it. And he broke up with me. Hi there, Levi. Hi there, Radio. 61% Stimky. Shit, you should take a shower. How's life? Better now that my assignment's been handed in, because holy shit, that was kicking my ass. But also really hot. And I'm not having a good time with it, basically. Yeah, I should have broken up with him. I know that. I 100% know that. I know that now. I knew that then, kind of. I kind of knew that then. But, you know what? The shit gets even... A small detail that I missed out was about 2 weeks before we broke up. No. These are stories from, like, high school. These are stories from 7 years ago, Levi. Don't you even worry about it. Don't you even worry about it. Henry and I are still going strong. He's just not here at the moment. So small detail that I left out was about 2 weeks before we broke up. We were at a party together, and he basically ignored me the second he walked into this party. That was the start. That was the beginning of the end, because I lost my shit, low-key. I, like, left the party. I went home. I didn't say anything to him. I didn't send him a message. I did nothing. Can't remember how that really got resolved. But anyway, while he was at that party, he sort of became friends with someone that we went to high school with. She did not like me at all. And I didn't like her. This was someone completely separate from the original friend that I was talking about. And I said to him, I'm like, please be wary, because she doesn't like me. I don't like her. I don't really trust her. She's got a track record for some bullshit. So, yeah. But I wasn't trying to be an asshole. I was probably a little bit of an asshole. I was untrusting. I was upset. I was not having a great time. So yeah, that detail is relevant because about a couple of months after we broke up, because he told me, he said the famous words, "You don't have to worry about her." Couple of months after we break up, he ends up with her. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I totally didn't fucking see that coming. Damn. Oh, also, the last bit of tea on this, and the friend who is an ex-friend, the original friend I was talking about, yeah, so after this guy and I broke up, she broke up with her boyfriend and tried to get back with him. It didn't work. Boo-womp. Yeah, she was kind of fucking crazy, Yeah, I am so sorry to anyone that was a bystander during this relationship that I was talking about, because holy shit, I was a dumb bitch. But if anyone had, like, tried to talk some sense into me, I would have told them to fuck off. So, like, good thing no one tried. Bro wants to shoot his shot! Aren't you 31 on Thursday? Yeah, guys, did you hear that I'm 31 years old on Thursday? Yeah, you're only thinking about them and not the bad things. I recognize the bad things, but I didn't do anything about them other than start to become a crazy bitch, low-key. Related to, I went to a party with a few friends, drinking with me, taking care of one particular lightweight. Somehow the others thought I kissed her and they told my, oh, now ex and my partner and I were fine. Knew I wouldn't take advantage of a drunk person, but the boyfriend then became my stalker. Oh, that is... Yeah, Maxine's got a more interesting life than I do, because what the fuck is that? Not a good thing. Now getting banned because I don't know how to socialize. You're not getting banned. Nah, you're all good, Maxine. We're all telling stories. I'm sharing my fucking tea. Yeah, I was young and I was learning. Yeah, I know, but like, damn, girl. Now I look back at it and I'm like, shit. I wish to clarify that I am not actually turning 31 on Thursday. I sent a message in Emmy's chat being like, because we were talking about the weather and how hot it is, and I was like, it's gonna be 31 on Thursday. And radio misread my message as being me saying that I was turning 31 on Thursday. So that's where that came from. I am, in fact, a few years off of 31. Thank you very much. Oh, fuck. No. 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 I fucked it up. It's okay. I come back. Haunts return. Is this too big? Am I too big? Did I fuck it up? I'm not in the right spot. Who gives a fuck? I'm just covering up the timer with my fat head. Happy birthday still. Keep that same energy for December. And then you'll actually be right. Misread one sentence. One. Including getting kicked out. Yeah, we all wish we could go back and change things. Especially shit that we did when we were younger, because we're all stupid, especially when we're teenagers. We make dumb decisions. We don't do things that we should, and sometimes we do things that we shouldn't. That's just part of life, and part of growing up, and part of learning. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Set up your new internet today and almost fell through the ceiling. I'm glad you didn't actually fall through the ceiling, because that would probably be super bad for your health. And you would be hurt, and I'm glad that you're not hurt. But I am glad that you've got internet! Yippee! Because that means you can stare at me being a big floating orb on the screen. I don't... Brad, do you know how much Sea Dragon hates this redeem? Did you do it on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? Because we have not had the egg redeem all stream, and the minute Sea Dragon shows up... You're turning 31 next week? Damn, that's news to me, Rory. Happy birthday to you. Hi, Jesse. How you doing? I hope you're doing good today. You have too many points for your own good. See, you have got points. That means you have been here. Proving your earlier message wrong. You obviously called the cops. Good. Not enough people do that. When the cops do call me back later asking if I was alive. Oh, okay, great. And the second half of that proves why people don't call the cops when they're being stalked, because usually they don't do shit.
I have unlocked a memory from childhood. When I was a kid, I threw my Master Ball at Lorelai's Slober during my Leaf Green run because it says the Master Ball can catch any Pokemon, so I thought that includes other trainers' Pokemon. I lost the Master Ball.
Fumbled the Master Ball. Classic. Use me and you have says if I wasn't used against you to fuck with your emotions. See, those types of people need a foot shoved up their asshole. They need their intestines punctured by a toenail. Just got covered in dust and shit. I hope you don't get sick from breathing in all the dust. God, stupid now! It's okay, we all learn at different paces. I wonder if I didn't shit in the cupboard and on the bathroom counter if they'd kept me. Is there any, like... I feel like I have heard this story before, but I can't fucking remember. Why did that happen? How? Would you like to elaborate? Thinking I was a horrible friend, they would also randomly not be friends with each other and did each other to me in text and then become friends again. What the fuck? You just wanted to spend points, just a complete fucking coincidence. My bad, Seadwagon, El Bozo. Sure, Golduck and Psyduck learn one water move and it's level 58! That's so shit, what the fuck? Had to use a duck head lamp? What the fuck is that? Why is there a lamp with a duck on it? Actually, you know what? That sounds cute. Quack. No, Sable, don't move on. Please continue.
The day they kicked me out of home, I came home and they confronted me, asking why I shat on the bathroom counter. I was like WTF and they refused to listen to me, fully convinced I shat on the bathroom counter. Then they went in my room and found shit in my closet on my own clothes and were like, "You're disgusting." Note, we had a dog.
I do remember this. I do remember this. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. The fact that you weren't even home? Yeah, you're right. I actually shit on the cupboard from wherever I've just been. Yeah, you're right. I teleported my shit to the cupboard. Your temptation to walk into the local police station and be like, so did anything happen to that stalker, or have you guys been fine with me dying the next day? They wouldn't even remember. They probably don't even have it on file, to be honest with you, Maxine. Because they suck. No, so not in a great mood today. I'm sorry to hear that, Jesse. I hope your mood improves. Make sure to treat yourself nicely and do something nice for yourself. So the weather guy keeps getting kicked in the D? Damn, I haven't seen that episode. Welcome in, Defo. How you doing today? I hope you're doing good. I like how we all of us collectively were just like, oh yeah, that's believable. Yeah. All of us were like, Sable, why did you shit on the cupboard? Execute an executor, only learn one damaging grass move. Yeah, what the fuck is with that? I guess in Gen 1 they were learning. Pokemon Company was learning. Still want to know to this day if they think it was me. I mean, they obviously did. Well, whether they've changed their minds on it, maybe. Like, why would you just blame one of your kids for that? and not be like, oh yeah, maybe it was the dog. Odd. Bluetooth shit, exactly! Dad heard about surgery and was not happy. I'm not surprised, but he can go fuck himself. What if Feta moves out and actually shit on things? That would be funny, actually. Who snitched? I mean, I don't think it was necessarily a snitch. I don't think it was a secret to begin with. What if I left? No, we love you. We love you. I mean, my assumption was just that it was like an accident or something. Like, you had like explosive diarrhea because you ate something bad. Check chat and Discord. I'm scared. What the fuck is that, Sea Dragon? And why do you own it? I'm horrified. Can you imagine if you were okay? Picture this: you're sitting in your house alone in the dark for some reason. I don't know, just hypothetical. And this thing just turns on. It's like sitting on a cupboard or something on a shelf, and it just turns on. Would you or would you not shit your pant? Sea Dragon, it's horrifying. Where did you get it? Yeah, no, Feta would not have mentioned it in like a malicious way at all. It was just, you know, something that happened in the family. Burp. I was just wondering what warranted Sable shitting on the counter. I was like, there's probably a good reason for this. But I would like the context. So was Dad 3D printed some shit and sent it to Sable? Oh yeah, wasn't it an Oreo or something? A floating duck with glowing eyes comes at you. I want to, like... Okay, I pictured not that, basically. I just realized that anyone that's not in the Discord or not actively looking at the Discord has zero fucking context for this. So I'm gonna give you context. Where'd you go? That one? Yeah. Oh my fucking god. Why? So, just before, Sea Dragon mentioned having to use a duck head lamp. And naturally, I asked, what is that and what do you mean by that? The answer is this. This is the duck head lamp that,
my boyfriend
was
had a
being
similar
referred to.
Master Ball fumble. He wanted to test out whether the Master Ball can indeed catch any Pokemon, so caught a Snover, and was confused when he released it and didn't get the Master Ball back.
L. Nah, that's so sad. But L. So yeah, so this is the duck head lamp. This is what I was saying. Imagine you're sitting alone in the dark and this thing just turns on. But what I was picturing was maybe the light coming out of its mouth. I was not, in fact, picturing the head of a duck with its eyes as the lights. That is entirely unhinged, and I am still curious as to where this came from and why it was made. And I also kind of want one. Is that weird? No, you're not getting targeted. I'm targeting the person that made it. I want to talk to the person that created it and ask them why they made this specific decision. But hey, he's handy, he's useful. He's good to have around when you need a light, I guess. I just would be scared every time I looked in a drawer or whatever and saw this thing. That's just me. That's just me. It's a well-known brand. What, the duck? This is gonna be great. This is a great concept for a light, guys. I also like, because Sea Dragon specifically said duck head lamp, and I was like, oh, okay, a lamp. Oh, a duck headlamp. That's what they're called. They're called headlamps. I read it as duck head lamp. So like a lamp where the shade was a duck's head. I was also curious as to why that would exist, but yeah, that's completely on me. You just burnt the rubbish with the plastic pack in? Oh man. What the shit? Now we'll never know. I gotta buy one. I'm gonna Google it. I'll find it. Just another manager? Welcome in, manager. How you doing? Who you managing today? I hope it's going good. Thank you so much for that follow. The headlamp maker. Thank you, Maxine. Back. No, you don't need to be sorry, Jesse. It's all good. It's all good. You're okay, I promise. You're sleepy? Get you some sleep. Get you some sleep. You must get rest. Imagine you forget it in the drug drawer, open your drawer, get a jump scare. That is exactly what would happen to me. 100%. I don't doubt it for a second.
Deathless bloodborne attempts with alcohol are a good idea, right?
Oh, definitely. Is it like every time you fail a run, you take a shot? You gonna die. I do not condone doing that because you might die. Raga-sama! Oh my goodness, that's me! That's me. Do y'all know each other, Jesse and manager? Is this your manager, Jesse? The legendary manager in the flesh. Oh my goodness. She made me make my own account. Wait, do you manage someone on Twitch and you didn't have a Twitch account? Her manager? Hell yeah! You're doing the Lord's work, manager. I see the work that VTuber managers do, and I'm like, shit. You're doing the Lord's work. You just be drinking for fun while playing the game tomorrow? Okay. Thought it was some sort of challenge or something, and I'm like, you're gonna die. Or at the very least, end up in hospital. Does not sound like a good idea. Nom 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 nom. What the? What if I do a little dancey dance? A deathless. Okay, yeah, true. But I thought the drinking was an integral part of the challenge. Good luck on the deathless run, though. I have some choice words for you. Is that how you greet anyone that you've heard anything bad about, Maxine? Broken NDA one too many times. Jesse, you're naughty. Those NDAs are there for a reason. You gotta be good. Choked 3 drinks while I was going to see your father after 7 years. Oh, Jesus. That is one hell of a day. I don't blame you for chugging 3 drinks. To make the difficult challenge harder. Oh, I see. On a date? A date? Oh my goodness. The VTuber equivalent of Tom Holland. I'm gonna terminate you. No, no terminations. Not in my chat. I feel like NDAs would be so fucking hard, especially if it's something that you're like excited about and you just want to tell people and you can't tell people. I think I'd be bad at that too. Your brother's birthday party. He forgot. Oh. You know, sounds like a father that you probably don't need in your life. Because what the fuck you mean you're forgetting your children's birthdays? Cease that. 20 hours over the past 2 days watching YouTube videos on Star Wars lore? Damn, you must know everything. Ranger Holland. Yep, that's me. I'm now married to Tom Holland. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Some of the coolest stuff you do. Yeah, like imagine you've got like this really cool job or something like a spy or some shit, and you're like learning all these juicy government secrets and you're not allowed to fucking tell anyone. Like, what do you mean I'm gonna keep that shit to myself? If ever I go for a government job in the future, I never said this. I doubt I ever will though. But my point still stands. I can't be knowing all these juicy secrets and not sharing them with my besties. Can't you just put the duck headlamp into Google? Oh yeah, probably, actually. You're so right. That's a good idea. He was there when I was born. He was on drugs. Why was he even allowed in the hospital? As the year younger. Never remembered my birthday. Yeah, fuck those kind of parents. Those kind of people shouldn't be parents. Seth is not included in my NDAs. Yeah, Henry's not included in mine either. Anything that gets told to me is getting relayed straight back to Henry. There are no secrets. Unless it's a surprise for him, and then I can keep my mouth shut. With difficulty, but I can. Jesse, don't be mean to your manager. They're helping you. Cannot be mean to the manager. Cannot be mean to manager-san. Least one user of all 7, technically 9 traditional forms of lightsaber combat. Damn! Just spank her. Is that a reward? That sounds more like a reward for some people. All I know is it's made in China. That definitely narrows it down. I'm gonna need my wife to sign this NDA too. Exactly. Patented? Can you patent your children? Yeah, I feel like sperm donor is probably a good title for a father like that. Have issues with your management? True. True. I feel like VTuber managers are kind of different though. Definitely differ from like retail managers, like regular managers in workplaces, because usually you hate those people. Usually those people suck. But from what I've seen of VTuber managers, they're all really nice people that just want to help, like, the growth of their clients. Nah, patented. You've been patented. Copyright. No one else can make a radio. You're allowed to tell your spouse things under the Aussie system as long as they're not above protected level gear. Oh, so I can share some secrets. Only some, though. I want to share all of them. Eating chocolate that's over a year past its best before? Nah, you'll be right. Can chocolate... I don't think chocolate can, like, spoil necessarily. It'll get, like, that weird, like, white film over it. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I've never died or been sick from eating it, so... Chocolate doesn't go to waste in any household that I'm a part of, basically. It could be a decade old and I'd probably still eat it. It's a real sperm donor with all that was with him. Yeah. Go radiation shower, post any info you find on the duck headlamp in Discord. I'll probably search it up later. Thank you for the lurky. Always be yourself, Maxine. There are like 10 radio silences on Twitch alone. But you're clearly the OG.
The first one is called Shicho and its most prominent user was the Jedi Master Kit Fisto.
I didn't realize there was like different types of combat, but I know like nothing about Star Wars at all. Have a lot less issues in and out of work. Exactly. I feel like retail managers and hospitality managers, they're too caught up in being quote unquote professional. Like, fucking ease up, bro. Like, I've met a couple of cool, like, managers in my time working at Macca's. There were a couple of cool ones, but most of them were just so uptight, and I'm like, can you chill the fuck out, dude? Actually. Just, you know, dial it back a bit. The best one. Facts. Facts. Too uptight, not getting people up in their time. Exactly! Exactly. They gotta just chill out. Relax. I get having to make sure things get done properly, but, like, you don't have to be a dick about it. So many of them are just assholes about it, and I'm like, bruh, chill out. Take a step back. Just relax. Third form of lightsaber combat while Anakin uses the dueling variant. Damn. Oh, why does my head hurt so much? Chat, my head hurts. My head's been hurting since I woke up today, and I'm pissed about it. I mean, I'm saying just relax in a, like, don't be such a dick kind of way. But I completely get you, and I got mad at Henry the other day about it. He is guilty of the using just relax
Something
bullshit.
funny that happened on the first year of Jessie being with us was her having a rejection count of 474 in just the second month in. And a total of 2 acceptance from other people. Pearl and 2 hey.
That is a big rejection count and would actually make me cry. My rejection sensitive ass would crawl into a hole. So I got up Henry about it the other day because it's usually not in the context of us having like an argument about something. It'll be because I'm upset about something else. So the other day I had a fucking day because I had to go and get a blood test for a doctor's appointment the following day. Did I leave it till the last minute? Yes, I did. I do that with everything. And meanwhile, this was obviously the week that I had an assignment due as well. I was already stressing about that. That was already taking up a lot of my brain power. I was already mad and stressed, okay? So I go down to the car to go to the blood test, and I'm like, shit, fuck. You need a referral to get a blood test. Which they obviously gave me fucking a month ago. And I was like, okay, I need to find this referral. So I quickly look in the car because I knew I'd left it in the car. But we also have a bad habit of leaving a lot of trash in our car, specifically usually like fast food trash. Some of it is from the mail that we've gotten out of the mailbox. I just left it in the footwell of the passenger side. And I was like, it's probably fallen off the dashboard and into that pile of trash. And when I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, okay. It kind of looks like some of the trash has been taken out. And I was like, oh fuck. That could have included my referral. So I'm freaking out in the car, haven't left yet, still sitting in the carport at home in the car. So I call the doctor's office, because I'm like, surely they keep this shit on file, right? So I call them and I'm like, hi, I need to have a blood test for my appointment tomorrow. Have you got it on file? She says to me, she's like, did we email it to you? And I was like, no, I'm fairly certain it was given to me in paper. And she was like, well, if we give them in paper form...
Wait, Rhonda wasn't there the time I had to be normal. You know how whenever Lee Vendor's chat, Sable stops talking about how much he wants a prostate because he respects her. In Sable's stream, the artist that made my profile pic entered chat and I had to start being normal, which was especially hard with Tawny saying she wants her tit in my mouth or something.
No, just be yourself always. Just be yourself always. I'm sure the artist will be fine. They'll be alright. Yeah. Where was I? I think this is why a lot of VTubers that do specifically just chatting streams usually don't have a TTS. So yeah, I call the doctor's clinic, and they tell me that they only keep referrals on file if they've sent it to you electronically. Let me tell you why that pissed me the fuck off. How am I gonna lose a fucking email? I'm not gonna lose an email, but I am gonna lose a physical piece of paper that's been given to me. What do you mean you keep it on file if you sent it to me electronically, but if you gave it to me in paper, you just fucking delete it? Because obviously they write this shit up electronically, right? All the referrals are done electronically and then printed out. I was like, what? I obviously didn't say this because I am too nice of a person, but I wanted to say, what the fuck do you mean you don't keep it on file if it's printed out? You wrote it electronically, so I'm clearly angry. I'm clearly angry. They do need to be signed, but you can sign stuff electronically. I'm clearly angry. I know that I've, like, just all the energy in my voice has just completely disappeared. And I kind of feel bad for the receptionist that was talking to me, because it was very obvious that I was not having a good time. And I'm just like, okay, no problem. And she was like, do you need to move your appointment? And I was like, no, I will just come in tomorrow and I will get another referral and have to pay another $120 because the doctor that I was seeing specifically for that, I do get a rebate from the $120. Not the point. Anyway. And then I'm sitting there in the car, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go through the footwell of the car one more time. It was there, luckily. So then I'm like, then I feel stupid because I'd already, like, after I hung up the phone, you ever just sit in your car and just scream? Yeah, that's what I did. Because I was not having it. I was very upset. And I find it, and I just feel stupid. So I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. Now we're driving to the blood test clinic. I drive to the clinic. I get into the clinic. I look up at a poster on the wall. Please make sure you have your Medicare card. Fuck me, cunt! You want to know what I didn't have? My Medicare card. Actually, no. I did have it. I had an image of my Medicare card. My old Medicare card, because I just got issued a new one, like, last month. And I'm like, fuck. So sitting in the waiting room, she's with someone else at the time. I'm sitting in the waiting room and I'm freaking out. I'm like, I'm gonna have to fucking drive all the way back home and then come all the way back. I'm gonna Oh. But then I actually, in the midst of all of this, my brain starts working. My single brain cell hits the corner, bounces on the corner of the screen, and I have a thought. I'm like, wait, I can just get Henry to take a picture of the card. He's at home. He does. They accept it. Luckily. I get the blood test done. I'm tired. I've had enough. I'm angry. I'm also annoyed because Henry was going out that afternoon, so I knew I was on some sort of a time limit. I was like, I am at least... actually, another fact that I left out. I hadn't eaten, because usually when you get a blood test, you don't eat before the blood test. I had not eaten. I was fucking starving. I was so hungry. And Henry was at home, and he'd been practicing Smash, like Super Smash Bros, because he was going to a Smash tournament that night. That's where he was going. So I had been texting him the entire rendition of what was happening and how upset I was about it. I could just read out the texts, actually. I just realized that. I've literally got the texts right here, so I can give an accurate fucking rendition on exactly how it went down. Okay. Yeah, so I sent 7 messages. Just, like, venting about what was going on. And, like, I told him that I'd found it after having a meltdown in the car. And he responds to that message with, "Just chill, girl. You're not on a time limit. It's okay." Just chill. I reiterate, just chill, girl. Boy. I had to stop walking. I stopped walking back to the car. I just had to stop. Text him back and be like, if you say that shit one more time. I said, I'm like, all it does is make me angrier when you say shit like that. It does, in fact, the exact opposite of what you want it to do. And then he was like, what else am I supposed to say? And I'm like, maybe you could have just said you're not on a time limit, it's okay. You could have left out the first 3 words of the sentence and we would have been fine. So Henry is in fact guilty of doing it, and I know he almost said it again today. Specifically, his word is chill. Chill. And it sends me into a rage. And like I said to him, I'm like, what do you want to hear when you're angry? When you've had multiple different things go wrong? Do you want to hear chill? I can't think of any one person that wants to hear that in response to them venting about how many shit things have just gone wrong. I'm having to train him out of it. And I'm thinking that exchange has actually helped him. Because today I know he went to say it because I was getting upset about something. And I heard the ch come out of his mouth. But then he stopped and said something else. I knew what he was going to say, but he saved himself. I think I finally got through by saying, what do you want to hear when you're angry? Because chill is not what anyone wants to hear when they're angry. I've not had a blood test in years. I had to get a blood test because I was testing my iron levels. You forgot it the last time you took Sable to a blood test. I forget anything that I have to... Any physical thing that I have to take somewhere. Just give it to me electronically, because otherwise I'm gonna fucking lose it. Or I'm not gonna bring it to me bring it with me when I need it. Yeah, I think a lot of the issue with that day came from how hungry I was. But yeah, you can eat before some blood tests, but some you can't. This one didn't specify whether I was supposed to eat or fast, so I just didn't eat. Because I didn't know, and I didn't want to eat and then be told, oh, you can't have the blood test today or right now because you just ate. So I was like, I would just not eat, I guess, just in case. The sentiment is there, the execution was despicable. Exactly. The thought was there, the reassuring of you're not on a time limit, it's okay, just, you know, take a breath, step back for a second, it's okay. Just sit down, relax for a minute, just take a second. But Chill Girl was, oh my god. So dead if it wasn't for you being far away. Oh my god, the look I would have fucking given him. Dude. No, I would have actually yelled at him. Just in the middle of the shopping center. Immediately picture Henry on a leash, he'd like that. Someone goes, chill out, it happened years ago. Radio, they would have been banned. Oh my god. Yeah, see, that's a much better way to address it, Jesse, than just, you know, chill. Like, just, you know, telling me to take a breath or just, you know, stop for a second. That doesn't rile me up quite as much. He'll respawn at the nearest bonfire. Yeah, no, part of me sort of kind of understands why it's his initial reaction, because to most people, the things that were going wrong were trivial and not a quote-unquote huge deal. But to me, they felt like a huge deal, and I was crashing out. So I don't appreciate it, I get where it comes from, but I want it to stop, basically. Genuinely think stuff was so calm, and even when I was yelling and saying I was gonna die, which tried to diminish what I was experiencing, even though he knew everything was okay. Yeah. See, that's the best way to deal with someone that is actively, like, crashing out, panicking, having that kind of, like, high emotional reaction, is just to approach it calmly. And not raise your voice. Don't try to invalidate what they're feeling at the time. Because even if you know it's not real, and you know that that's not what's happening, telling them that isn't going to help them. Yeah, see, Zeph is a good bean, and particularly conscious of those things, which most people aren't. And that's just, you know, a human thing. If someone's freaking out next to you, screaming, hitting themselves, which is usually what Henry has to deal with me, most people's reaction is to also freak out and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What are you doing? Not what needs to happen in that point in time, but I think it comes learning the reaction to that and knowing the appropriate reaction to that. It's a learned thing. It's not usually everyone's first reaction to someone freaking out. It's something that people learn or something that people are taught. Yeah, he validated that you felt that way in that moment. If it were Henry, the best way to get him to calm down would be to show him your boobs. Nah, I give him a hug and a kiss. Usually that helps him when he's having a hard time. But I'm the complete opposite, where if I'm having those really high emotions, I might not want to be touched. Touching me might be the worst thing you could do. Yeah, no, that is an incredible reaction to someone having that kind of, like, those kinds of really big emotions and that really big reaction to something. Because most people aren't going to react like that. Most people are going to say something that's going to make it worse, because it's usually something that professionals are trained to deal with. You know, mental health professionals are trained to cope with stuff like that. The regular person doesn't know how to cope. But yeah, I think that because Zeph's been with you for such a long time, he's learned what's good for you and what works for you. Forced to learn because when I was homeless and had no one else, which isn't ideal. But he learned and he's better for it now.
The last time I did a deathless run in Bloodborne, I nearly broke my controller after dying to the second last boss of the game.
That is valid. I probably would break the controller. How mad I am, I don't yell. Don't throw or punch anything. Put it deep down and let it boil. Yeah, no, see, I am explosive. I'm explosive with my anger, which is not ideal. I'll punch things, I've broken things, I'll yell. I do not deal with my anger in a healthy way whatsoever. I almost never get fully angry with something or someone pushing me beyond a point. Yeah. Time is usually what I need in those scenarios as well. Is just like, I'll go into like what I call like baby mode, where I don't talk. I'm usually watching something on my phone, laying in bed. Because not only do I know that any reaction to anything is probably going to be disproportionate and horrid, but I also, when I have those really big emotions, they fucking exhaust me, dude. Does anyone else that experiences, like, meltdowns and really big emotions, you get so exhausted afterwards? Like, it completely just drains your energy. And you're just like, fuck. I can't do anything now. Because I'm poor and couldn't afford to replace it. Yeah, it's a pretty good motivation to not break things. Someone doesn't crash out at the same time and doesn't understand how high the emotions are during that time. Yeah, I'm trying to teach Henry to understand that, like, what it's like in my head during those moments. Because not people that don't have those moments won't get it. Like, I'm almost not in control of what I'm doing when I've reached that level. Or I've gotten to the point where the emotion has built up in me so much that I have no other outlet. I have to do something, or I feel like I'm going to literally explode or die if I don't scream or I don't hit something. There's no outlet for it. There's nowhere the emotion can go. It's just in me and I don't know what to do with it. And I'm like, I have to do something with it. Usually the only thing I'm hurting is myself. Or Henry's ears. Had a panic attack thinking she was doing a horrible job at acting happy on stream. English is basically just look at me right in my eyes. Don't think of anything other than my, aw, that's so sweet. Started doing improvised therapy. That's really lovely of you, manager. That's really lovely. Yeah, being able to calm someone down in those moments and knowing how to do it can be really, really important. Because you never really know when you're going to come across someone who's having a panic attack. It can happen to anyone at any time. So knowing how to deal with those situations is like a skill that I feel like more people need to be taught. So a breed's near me, a bomb will go off, so just cut off the world. Yeah. Yeah. Me too. Takes you a day or two to cool off. That's fair. That's fair. I get that. See, I'm the opposite, where it takes so little to get me to that point that I'll usually, give me an hour or two and I'll pretty much be alright again. Give you space and make you comfy when you can't respond. Henry's still learning when to identify those moods, which I try to tell him, but when I'm in that mood, I don't want to talk. Like it's like a non-verbal kind of thing. I don't want to say words. I just want to I want to disappear. I guess one of the 3 emotions you can recognize, it's a strong one. It's a strong one. And I think being able to recognize that emotion is a good thing. Yeah, no, I recognize that I react like I react like a toddler to those emotions. Don't know how to fix that, whether that is an issue from my childhood, never being taught how to emotionally regulate properly, or if it's just a feature of whatever mental spiciness I've got going on. No fucking idea. But I recognize that I know, and I'm embarrassed afterwards when I act like that. But in the moment, I cannot control it. Put a hole in the wall. It was about 5 years ago. Damn, 5 years between like a massive blow up. That's impressive. Every time you're acting like a kid. Like, exactly. You know how you're acting in those moments. You know that you're acting like a child. But you can't do anything about it. Either stop responding to anyone and go play Lego until I'm calm, or I'll hit something. There's no in between. I usually, yeah. Doing the Lego thing, that's a good way of coping. Was the one who prepped you at the JP manager state last time. Aww. Yeah, I think it's when you're in a partnership with someone that's like a thing that you learn about each other, when it's best to approach and when it's best to take a step back from the person. Less like a bomb, more like a nuclear reactor. A lot of energy to start up and a lot of time to dispense the energy. I don't know. I can't figure out what would be a worse scenario. Like, I think they're both like being like an immediate bomb or being a nuclear. Like, both of those are equally as terrible in their own ways. I hate how explosive I am with my anger. I hate it. I recognize it afterwards and I'm like, fuck, I'm never gonna do that again. And then I do it. Because I get all of the stresses will just pile on top of each other and just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming, and then I explode. But it'll usually be like, I can usually recognize the days when I'm gonna be like that. I'll wake up and I just get this feeling, I'm like, everything's gonna piss me off today, and I'm gonna have a horrible reaction to it. Pays off having the patience I do. I want to have more patience. I just don't know how to get it. Angry, sad, and happy. I mean, those are the main ones.
Just to add more to the story, Main Sen said, I remember that I was acting so immature during my panic attack that I stopped halfway through to contemplate the shit I was saying. Jay's laugh.
That's so fucking real. When you're actively melting down and you like say or do something and you're like, it actually brings you back to reality a little bit and you're like, that, I'm embarrassed about this. I kind of, you just cringe at yourself in that moment. Hey, actually, kind of a good way to bring you back to reality. When you say something just so, like, bad or immature or silly that you're like, fucking wait a minute, what's going on? Starfish have mouths in the middle of their body and mermaids use them as bras. So can I be one of the starfish fair maiden? You want to be one of my starfish? Mermaid ranger? How cool would that be? Welcome in, Burger, by the way. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Harder for our brains to take in and process emotions, so it builds up. Meds help, but don't fix it. Yeah, I recently had a change of meds, and I recognize that I am a bit better. Better than what I was a couple of months ago, but I still have those moments. What my therapist tried to explain to me, because I've mentioned this to her before, and she said what happens in those moments is you essentially do go back to your emotional childhood, like child brain. Like you've got like a parent brain and you've got a child brain, and when your emotions pile up, you revert back to like just the basics. So your brain does essentially revert back to childhood, and that's why you have like those sorts of reactions and are unable to control them. Because your logical brain fucks off. It's like, bye bitch, you can deal with this by yourself. And you're just left with the irrational part of your brain that just wants to break shit. Never taught how to regulate my emotions, put you on mood stabilizers because they didn't want to deal with it. Yeah. I think, because my mum was very much the same. She had the same explosive anger that I do. So I think that was modeled for me by her, and that now has become a pattern of my behavior as well, which is so arse. Twitch fucked up. Nah, Twitch is all good. The fuck is happening, Twitch? It just be like that sometimes. Never tell myself I'm not going to do it again, because I know I will at some point. I'm like, maybe if I continuously tell myself not to do it again, maybe one day I'll actually listen. Yeah, 100%. If left alone, I'll get over it. Most things I'll get over. I'll realize I'm getting so upset about something so trivial. I'll tell myself to chill out. I'll be like, girl, you need to fucking chill out. No one else is allowed to tell me that, but I can tell me that. Thank you for the hydrate, Gub. Hi there, Ninja. How you doing today? I hope you're doing good. Because they don't know how to process the emotions. Exactly. And if you haven't been taught properly how to process your emotions, or something gets in the way of processing them, naturally, you react like a toddler. Sit there and let my mood fester, kinda angry, so that tracks. If I got slightly angry, I got my shit beat. Oh yeah, no, I did it as well. I would get punished for showing these big emotions as a kid. And honestly, it's probably why I display them more now as an adult, because as a kid, I was taught to repress them and not have them, and didn't feel safe having those emotional reactions, so I would bury it. But now that I'm an adult and I feel safe having those emotional reactions, they are 20 billion times as explosive as than what they need to be, or should be, or could have been, because I've got years of repressing emotions behind me. Switches between child and adult brain every other sentence from not enough working brain cells in your child brain. Brain cells go brr. Hey, honestly, I feel like your parents didn't do too bad there, Akaza, because honestly, a lot of people, when they're angry, do just need to be left alone for a minute. People don't want to be crowded when they're pissed off. I can't tell you how many times I was fed the words given, I'll give you a reason to cry. Boy. Let's, as a generation, just remove that phrase from our vocabulary, actually. Instead of helping my emotions, they were sending me off to not deal with it. Yeah. A lot of parents don't want to deal with their kids' emotions. And it fucks them up. What's up? What's up? Hi, Nex. How you doing? How you doing today? I hope you're doing good. Exactly. I obviously have a reason to cry, bitch. What do you mean? Yeah, no, it's... I can't understand having that reaction to a child being upset about something. Because obviously, they are upset about something, and saying that isn't gonna make them not upset about it. Mother is a literal psychologist and still can't deal with my mental state. Oh, shit. That's when you know it's bad. But it could also be because she is your mother. A lot of the time, you can't therapy the people that you know that well. That's why with therapists and stuff like that, there's that divide, that relationship divide, where you have to be careful how close, like, trying to explain. Ethically, you can't be friends with your clients as a psychologist or therapist. Yes, emotional bias. There's too many factors that will impact your ability to, like, form that therapeutic relationship with that person and to effectively therapy them, essentially. So that could be what's going on there. Because your mum just knows so much about you and already has all of that knowledge. So she can't do what she would do with a client that she doesn't know, where you learn all those things from that person and formulate the case based off of that. Instead, she's already got all that information, which muddles it up a little bit. I was taught by my education that crying and showing any emotion other than a smile makes you ugly. Ew. Fuck those people. Guess that's why I'm so emotional nowadays. Oh yeah, I won't cry in front of... The only person I'm comfortable crying in front of is Henry. I hate crying in front of people, and I always have. It's why I don't get emotional on stream very often. Or if I'm having an emotional day, I won't stream because I hate crying in front of other people. I think from being told similar things, or like a similar sentiment kind of thing, like that it's like weakness, or people will think you're weak or stupid if you cry. So I just don't... I obviously know that it's not true. Logically, I know that it's not true, but it's just having that, like, thought ingrained.
Only comfortable crying around Henry? Is that to fill his kink? Kappa.
I hate that that's become Henry's thing now. He does too, but I think it's hilarious. He brought this shit upon himself. Actually, his penis brought it up on him. I got angry in primary school. It was because I had to write. I had to retake many tests because the paper ended up ripped because I couldn't keep my free hand still, or you were being bullied. Yeah. Both very valid reasons. Got to the boss with full health and 2 revives. Lost both revives in his second phase and died. No! I hate that shit. I hate it. You were so close. If your kids want to be a better parent than you, likely had a range from some deficiencies to failed as a parent. If I was a parent, I want my kids to be like me as a parent. I want them to feel like I did everything I could and that I would be their parental role model. Yeah, 100%. I honestly don't think I will end up having children, but if I ever do, my like primary goal and want for being a parent is to just not be like my mother was. Love her to death. Sorry. Love her. I miss her. Would do anything for my mother to be alive again. But she kind of fucked me up in a couple of ways. And definitely, like, there were problems there that I think with some therapy probably could have gotten straightened out, but they weren't. Horrible handwriting, so instead of helping me, teacher put me at a small desk in a corner. What the fuck? See, at least, I mean, I didn't have, my problem wasn't bad handwriting, I just held my pencil the wrong way. I don't know how the fuck you can hold a pencil the wrong way. This was... Squirrel, what the fuck did you just do? Okay, I think she just muted my PC. Just ran over my keyboard. Yeah, I held my pencil the wrong way in, like, grade 3. It was the same point in time. But I didn't get treated like that. I just had to get this weird pencil grip to fix the way I was holding my pencil. I don't know how they think that that's gonna fix someone who doesn't have good handwriting. Stupid. Never let him live it down. You tell him, Maxine. Decryphilia? Decry? They did that shit on purpose. I realize it's probably pronounced dacrophilia or dacrophilia. Yeah, something like that. It's a legit kink. Great. Even lifelong friends, the only time someone to see me break down in person is my manager. Yeah. It is good to, like, it is good to have someone that you're comfortable showing those emotions around, though, because then, you know, you actually have someone to help you through them. Crash out in primary school because I didn't understand why my hands didn't work the same as every... valid crash out. Very valid. I be having crash outs to this day about why can't I function the same way as everyone else does. We heard that? Oh, so you heard her run across my keyboard. I don't even know what she was doing. She just wanted to get to the window or something. Had perfect handwriting. Yeah, my handwriting was really good. But I held my pencil wrong. So my mum actually, she thinks that my handwriting got worse after I got taught how to hold my pencil properly. She thought my writing was actually neater the way I was holding my pencil previously. And also I was obviously holding it like that for a reason. It was more comfortable for me. But now I can't hold it like that anymore because I got it metaphorically beaten out of me. Next made me into a marketable mobile app. Sorry? Please explain? Is it in your Discord? Oh my god. It's so cute! Very app-shaped. What would your app do, Sable? What does the Sable Q app do? What's your selling point? Having an extra horrible day. Yeah, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you break down against your control in front of someone. I get that. Your stepdad did that to you. Fuck that dude. Is the problem with my hands that pissed you off more than anything else? Yeah. No, it would 100% be so fucking frustrating. Where can I download it? It moans. From across the room. I love it! It's so cute! I feel like App Sable has nefarious thoughts. He's looking kind of mischievous. No comms, so I scrolled VGen looking at my competition, found the stupidest emoji services, decided to make something as simple and stupid as I possibly could. I love him! He looks like he's got evil plans. A Sable game? Beepis! That was when there was cheating allegations. This is it, I'm gonna lose the person that matters the most to me. Yeah, and couldn't help crying. I feel like it would be strange if you didn't cry in that situation. You didn't cry when they broke up with you for funny reasons? Interesting. Physiotherapy in year 3 because they were tired of me submitting ripped worksheets. Did the physiotherapy not help at all? Like, I feel like it should have been something that was sorted out at that age, like, tested and found, like, the cause found so that you could actually have a chance at being able to use your hands separately. Because I feel like as an adult, that would be something that would be so much harder to treat rather than when you were a kid. Because obviously you've now had more years for your body to get into that habit, whatever's causing it. So I think your school was actually probably in the right for telling your parents to do something about it, and the fact that your parents didn't continue to badger healthcare workers and be like, okay, what's the fucking problem? Your parents failed you in that respect. Testing if it would work. Oh, the emote. Yeah, it's a Sable emote. Having to do something with one hand. And it shouldn't have been something that you had to teach yourself. It should have been something that was treated as a child. Or at least, like, the cause found. Because I feel like if you can find the cause of it, you can usually find a way to get around it. Because, like, yeah, it could be any number of things. It could be a muscular thing. It could be a neurological thing. It could be a lot of things. K-pop Demon Hunters, yeah! All the K-pop Demon Hunter songs are on this playlist now. Oh, you got that one through bits? Yeah, you get to keep your bits emotes forever. Your father worked during the day? Yeah, that's the shitty thing about, like, parenting when, you know, you need the income from both parents. Because, like, that means that both your parents have to work, and it means less time that they spend with their kids, which causes its own set of problems as well. Damn, this is pretty inconvenient for me. Uni would always go up to me and ask, are you a oh. I don't think Was that confirmed as to why okay. Was that a confirmed reason as to why they were asking you that question, or is that just your assumption because you have a poor view of yourself? Because if it is the former, and they were actually asking you that because that's what they thought, can I punch them in the face? Because they are in fact incorrect. But yeah, that would... I can see the inconvenience about people constantly fucking asking you about it. Because, I mean, why... What is the point of constantly asking someone, hey, are you still dating this person? Are you still with this person? Like, every time you see them? Odd. Hell yeah! Rebate! We do love Medicare rebates. During the performance of Demons, even though it had a bad scene, it was heat! Yes, 100%. 100%. They slayed with that scene. How much to watch K-pop Demon Hunters on Discord again sometime? Free? Nothing ever came from it. It is a neurological thing. I mean, there's a chance that there's no, like, actual cure for it, but I feel like if physio did help somewhat, then, like, it could be helped to a certain extent, if not cured. Wait, what do I... Do I have an app too? Do I get... Oh my fucking god, my mouse? Oh, this shit is so cute. I gotta ring it up on stream. I gotta. Wait, did it save? Hello? You. That one? Why is it not working? Oh, there we go. Ranger app! Would you have Ranger app on your phone? You can thank Nex for Ranger app. You can, what would my app do? What the fuck was that? I think one of the cats just made a weird noise. Honestly, there'd probably just be, like, lots of pictures of cats or something. Funny cat content. Can Ranger app have funny cat content? Also, I am so sorry that this is my first thought, but, like, biblically accurate, double chin. That is actually what my chin looks like. Unprompted promo. It was prompted though. You sent a fan art. I display. Free titty. Oh, that's that in fact says tree fitty. I read it as free titty. Can I have some free titty? You don't have room on your phone for Ranger app? How dare you? There's always room for Ranger app. Baby was walking past, so she got kidnapped. This is the way. I do not condone, stealing babies. Need a Ranger, Sable, Emmy, etc. app. How dare you say etc.? You need apps of all your Oshis. You put that on Sable too? Yeah, no, I know. I just thought it was funny. Kitten. Oh, Kitten got stealded. Did Kitten receive cuddles? T should say TEC on purpose now. The fuck is TEC? Help? Oh, ETC. I think that was what that was supposed to be. I read free titty too. I mean, you can have a tit pic if you want. I condone stealing, but no. Nipples are not shaved. It's okay to have hairy nips, guys. Rise up, hairy nipple lovers. It was the kitten baby. Second of all, did you see the photo of the orange in Sable's Discord? Was that the one that was, like, really photogenic? Because, yes, I did see that, and very adorable floofy orange. And very photogenic. Look how pretty and fluffy! I love fluffy cats so much. Kitten baby. Yes, if a cat walks past, you are... If your cat walks past you, you're legally obligated to pick them up and give them a cuddle. Unless they really hate that. I can do it with Hooper. I can pick up Hoob without any warning and he'll be completely fine because he's just a big baby. Squeeb sort of needs a bit of warning or she'll freak out. I don't think she likes heights very much. Why else would you kidnap your own kitten baby? Right, see what happened on the Discord about etc. No, I don't think so. Was that today? I didn't go through the Discord today. I'm a failure. Biblically accurate Raga. I love biblically accurate Raga. Why have I... Why have I lost? Oh my god. That's actually just my face. Actually? I love. Which instead of with the start, also something that took me seeing the full word to remember. It's ECT, full word is etc. Oh, okay. Right. Why are we nitpicking? Why are we nitpicking? Stop nitpicking people's spelling and shit. It's annoying. I say that as, like, one of the biggest grammar Nazis ever. Because I'll read someone's sentence and I'll be like, you used the wrong there in my head, but I'm not actually gonna say that to someone because I'm not an asshole, you know? You feel me? You feel me? It's just, you just don't need to. I think I did read that message, actually, Radio. I just didn't read it all the way through. I can't remember what I was doing. I just didn't read the whole message. I was annoyed about it, though. I remember seeing it and being like, why are we doing that? I do remember that.
I'm trying to convince my mother to get a $200 Lego R2-D2 for my 21st.
It's your 21st. You deserve the $200 Lego R2-D2. You deserve everything for your 21st, actually. It's like the big birthday. That's the special birthday. Don't like my nips to be hairy, thank you. That's fair enough. I'm just saying, it's okay for your nips to be a little hairy. Hate how Wally takes pictures because I hate pictures. Real. Nothing was amusing about it. Everyone else was just genuinely surprised we were still dating. Yeah, no, that's fucked up. Pick up the small out of nowhere, she reacts, yeah, this is normal. And when you put her down, she continues on like she didn't just get confiscated by a giant. Yeah, that's what Hooper does. He just like, you can just pick him up, do whatever you want with him, put him down, and he's like, yeah, okay. This is cool. Comes with a little minifigure too? Fuck yeah! Full Ben 10 DVD set? Hell yeah. First time a few weeks ago after for the first time. Think it was better than an orgasm I've had? Yeah, you get scratchies now. Let's go. You can now lay on your tummy and not feel boob. I can't lay on my tummy comfortably because of boob. How does it feel to be able to lay on your stomach and just be comfortable because there's not these giant sacks on the front of your chest? From the first Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic era. Oh, yes, I know what those words mean. I definitely know what those words mean. Exactly! You don't have to move him to not lay on him. Oh, you're not allowed? He did it. Oh. We shouldn't be ignoring the doctor's orders to get face fucked. Don't do that. Bad. Oh. Okay, well, say my point still fucking stands. Just without the face part. Never just laid down next to your partner and have them scratch your back or head while you watch TV or something. No, Sable gets scratchies all the time. I also get scratchies all the time. I like force Henry to give me scratchies before bed. It's like part of my bedtime routine. Gonna get a server eventually and load all of it so you can stream it anywhere. Hell yeah! Yeah, fuck DVD players. Who owns a DVD player anymore? Three main eras to the Republic. Oh, okay. 2 weeks? Oh no, 2 weeks without sex. That's so bad. Trying to think the longest that I've like gone without sex with Henry. I think like I've topped it like a month and a half, maybe even 2 months. Imagine not having a sex drive. And it hurt to not? Of course it did, because your muscles tense up. Dumbass! It was the don't disobey the doc. Thank you, Empirics. Thank you for seeing the point of what I said. Me. Hello, Crow. How you doing? Grandparents own a DVD player. That's because they're old people. Old people own DVD players. Feel targeted right as I join the stream. Oh, you have one. I retract my previous statement. Lest I lose a follower. I'm so sorry for calling you out like that. It's bad for us. I was dying. Surprised the world didn't explode. 6 weeks? Shit. Sex was great when I was having it. Sex is cool and all, but have you ever just, had a nice meal? It is not the same to do it alone. 100% true. Imagine having a sex. What a loser of virginity. Yeah, exactly. I mean, once your uterus gets yeeted, Zeph won't need to get snipped. 28 years? I mean, I was talking about just like, you know, within our relationship. I went 18 years. I was 18 when I lost my virginity.
Sex is cool and all, but you have ever built a 2,000-piece Lego X-Wing by candlelight?
Exactly! Exactly! Yeah, ever opened up a fresh cold can of Diet Coke? 100%! That's what I'm saying. By choice? Why do you have so many DVD players? Old movie theater film? That's really fucking cool. Do they all still work? Making a fully home-cooked meal that you knock out of the park, it's different! Yeah! Sable only knows sex. I don't like Diet Coke. I like Diet Coke more than I like Zero Coke, because Zero Coke is shit. I'm actually genuinely upset that our Macca's here doesn't have Diet Coke anymore. Because the only diet option at our Macca's is Coke Zero, and I will not drink it. You have to clean up afterwards? Yeah, see, that's why I don't like cooking, because then it's not just the cooking part. You gotta clean it up as well. I don't want to fucking do that. I want to eat my food and relax. I'm not a haver of the sex. God forbid someone be poor and have DVD players. I mean, how much do DVD players go for now? Most of them besides the old movie thing that's in pieces in your shed? Hell yeah. I mean, I feel like having a VHS player would be really cool. Because then you can actually watch all those old VHS movies and shit. Like Vanilla Coke? I also like Vanilla Coke. Would you like sex, intercourse, or me first? Diet Coke is so yummy! I mean, my favorite diet drink is Pepsi Max, though. I love me some Beppy Max. Beppy! My Beppy! To discover a core part of me was sex when I transitioned, but here we are! Hey, it's the tea. We blame the tea. So what are your old DVD players? Went for at least $250. Shit! Damn, people are willing to pay for that. Nah, I'm not judging you, Samble. I'm not judging you at all. I wish I could have my higher sex drive back. Because I used to have a high one. Just don't anymore. Grandmother has Madagascar on VHS? That got released on VHS? I thought that was after they, like, stopped making VHS, but fuck, must not have been. People make ace people making the best sex art and fanfic. Honestly, it doesn't make sense, but I know it to be true. Pull it out and see why. So since I don't have a dishwasher, I've been trying my hardest to not make meals that require dishes of any sort. Fuck not having a working dishwasher. We had a broken dishwasher for like, I think a month or two, and I went insane.
To stepping on Lego. Best trade I've ever made.
I mean, as a Lego builder, that's probably a good trade. There's about tens of thousands of trans guys able to keep it in their pants. It's just you especially. You're just built different. Yeah, I mean, testosterone does scientifically usually, like, create a higher sex drive. That's why, like, during puberty, boys are fucking, like, getting boners left, right, and center. That's why that whole stereotype exists. Most of the time, I just can't be bothered, dude. I can't be bothered to get into the mood. If the mood hits me, great. Like, Henry and I had a great session about, like, 2 weeks ago or some shit. Nothing since then. Because the mood hit me and I was like, alright. But I can't be fucked to get into the mood because I have to actually, like, it's effort. I don't want to do all that. I just want to be horny. What does it take to get some horny here? I have a really on VHS called the Buzz Lightyear sword. Yo! Absolutely makes some people go full hypersexual. 12-year-old me got hit like a truck. History of Violence is considered to be the last movie on VHS. That was 2006. Man. Kinda hard to fuck with your pants on. Sorry, geek! Hey, it's just a normal Ranger stream. What do you mean? It's just, our typical content here. How you doing, geek? I hope you're doing good today. Yeah, it's not fair. It's not everyone, but I feel like, statistically speaking, testosterone does, you know, boost the sex drive. To read Sable smut when you need to be horny. It's not gonna work every single time. Every year you take from someone else's life, it's another step on an endless road of 1 by 1 Lego bricks if you go to hell. Have to do much when it comes to sex unless you're the top. No, what we have to do, what us fucking estrogen havers have to do instead is we have to be in the mood. And usually it doesn't just get sparked by a single thing. Usually it's a whole ordeal. It's a whole, like, it's a whole process where as, like, I want to say testosterone havers, usually you'll see a pair of tits and you're ready to go. That just, it's not like that for me. I have to dedicate time to it. Not to mention that it takes me 20 minutes to nut.
Time I slept on
at least.
because I was building a set on my bed and was too tired to shift the pieces before going to sleep. It was actually pretty comfortable.
That's wild, Akaza. Sleeping on Lego pieces? No thanks. Yeah, I take at least 20 minutes to nut. So I can't just do a quickie, you know, 5 minutes, nut, and then go back to whatever I'm doing. I gotta take at least, like, 40 minutes out of my day to get into the mood and then nut. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do all that. It's too long, she gets in the mood, it's so easy to get her going, sometimes too easy. Yeah, I wish I was like that. Well, fuck, you came on Friday, still feeling his body go back to— Damn! Bro got dicked down. Say that again, I dare you! It's better without fat flesh sacks, I can imagine. Just one hormone. Trans women need to take T blockers as well as E, so trans women usually have a low sex drive to no sex drive. Yeah. Tiny will hate me because I'm not horny. have to be mentally turned on first. Exactly, which it doesn't just happen like a flick of a switch for me. I have to, like, actually put some effort into it. Yeah, I don't want to take all this time out of my day just to have some sex, man. Takes time. The nut button. Yeah, where's my nut button? Happening while asleep and waking up is part of the foreplay. Exactly, if that's what you're into. I'm personally not. If I woke up with Henry's dick in my mouth, I'd probably bite it. I'm not even lying. Jerked him off, calling him cute. Oh, damn. Oh, that poor guy, that poor man. Do I have to go to the supermarket with I'm sorry, fucking what? Empirics explain. How and or why would one go to the supermarket with cum on their face? After that, she was satisfied at what it used until I was done.
To this conversation.
Thank you, Akaza, for contributing that to the conversation. Happy birthday, Frankie! Gets me a throat lozenge, bruh. Cum walks are some people's kink? That's crazy. Just a walk on the river walk. If cum is on my skin for like a second too long, I'm gonna go insane. Hate the feeling of cum on my skin. A cum walk. That... Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna yuck someone else's yum. You do you. You do you, queen. Yeah, stuff on my skin feel icky. Especially if it's, like, wet in any capacity. We can go for a walk. Okay, that's different. If it's inside me, that's different. It was her idea, not mine, but I'm not gonna tell her no. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Facials are hot but annoying. I just don't want it on my face. I don't want it on my skin. Going to the cum oasis instead of the water oasis. Don't drink the cum. Actually, can you hydrate with cum? Got it on my face once. It was like, I don't hate it, but I certainly don't like it. Was it your own cum, Maxine? Is there H2O in cum? I have to imagine there would be some, right? You dehydrate so fast. I know someone is Googling that right now. Yeah, I feel like it probably wouldn't have enough water content to hydrate you, but it's gotta have some, right? Right? That's all good, Akaza. I have to drink 2 to 3 liters every 2 to 3 hours? Yeah, no thank you, I'm okay. Clean myself up when I had the energy? You know, fair enough. Fair enough. Coffee and soda dehydrate you. They do, but I ignore that. I know soda's dehydrating me, but I'm still gonna drink it if I'm thirsty. I got Maxine didn't have a pussy, I was so confused. I don't know, maybe... I don't know what some people do. Some people be like, maybe jerking off with their besties or something. Maybe your bestie jerked off next to you and shot a load in your face. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing in your spare time. Jerkmate Pro, exactly. Headache where? Okay, to be fair, I've drank a lot of water today and the headache has not even, like, remotely let up. So I don't think dehydration is the reason for my headache today. I've even taken Panadol and it hasn't done anything, so, you know. I feel like this fat-ass ring light in my face right now probably isn't helping. You're dying? Finally. I'm kidding! I'm kidding! I'm joking! Deciding to master the cooch, I wanted to put my cum in a bottle. That's cooked. To do what with it? To look at it? Yeah, to what purpose? Intake of liquid still adds liquids to your body, and caffeine creates a response in your body that makes it feel a need for more water. Oh, I was gonna say, like, surely any, like, liquid that has any amount of liquid in it is gonna hydrate you to some extent. Not do the opposite. Unless it's salt water, in which case, yeah. But that's because of fucking osmosis or some shit. I don't know. Figure out what condoms I need because extra large ones don't fit properly. Latex allergy, not a single... Oh my god. What do you mean they don't... Latex allergies aren't even, like, uncommon. Like, why wouldn't they have latex-free condoms in all sizes? It is big sad, but it be like that. It's okay, you will find your person. Yeah, I know condoms stretch a lot, but, like, I don't weigh in on conversations like that because I don't have a penis. So if someone says that a condom feels, like, uncomfortable, I'm like, alright. Unless they're obviously trying to use it as an excuse to not wear protection while fucking me, in which case then I'm gonna be like, I don't really believe you, but, like, I don't have a penis, so I'm like, okay, if you say it's uncomfortable. How long ago this happened? Just said it happened before. True. Because I think it's not the part that balloons that would be uncomfortable, because that's the part that stretches a lot. The part I imagine that gets uncomfortable, and the reason why there are different condom sizes to begin with, is the ring part, the part that, like, holds the condom on, right? Like, that seems like it doesn't stretch as much. For my TV, but it's 11 p.m. and I'm going crazy, going through 20 bags of wires, going through bags of fucking cords is, like, one of my worst nightmares. I fucking hate it. You need to find this one specific cord, and it's all tangled up with 20 billion other cords? Nah. So far seem to snap the second we try and put them on. Yeah, if latex is the thing that makes them stretchy, then yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So I was like, well, I'm doing something wrong because nothing's coming out, so I'm gonna put a bottle there. Oh, okay. 60 millimeters circumference, I need 68. Why do they stop at that? That's fucking stupid. They should be able to accommodate penises of all sizes, considering latex allergies aren't exactly a rare thing. Salt content. If you got too much water without enough electrolytes, it's bad. Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, I get what you mean. Don't want my dick to triple in size due to my allergy. Please do not use a latex condom if you're allergic to latex. It's pegging time for you and the strap is calling. That's crazy. Allergic to the lube they use on condoms, that would also be fucking annoying. Because all of them are pre-lubed. Are all of them pre-lubed with the same stuff as well? Surely not, right? Because, again, you would have people that are allergic to that lube. So you can't just, like, not... Why you go... People be having dick allergies, you know? Go ahead to bed. Good night, Maxine. Have a good sleep. Thank you for hanging out. To the shape providers, if you find you're losing would go up a size and comes off inside, that's too big. Fuck with the latex ones and let the inflammation from the allergy make their ass tighter. No bottle fit up my cooch. So I gave up. The moment I gave up is the moment I became a fountain. You created your own. You caused the fountain to happen because you gave up. Order online. That would be such a pain in the ass, having to order condoms online every time you need them. Think people use the latex condoms to make their penis look big? Probably. Maybe. Don't do that. But maybe. Who make 68mm latex-free condoms? Where'd it come from? Me to buy that's nearly Is that because of shipping? Doctors hate this one trick. No, that's actually insane. Having to pay that much for some fucking condoms. Non-lubed ones are pretty uncomfortable, I can imagine, because the lube helps, like, get them on in the first place. What if you're allergic to water? It does happen. I don't think to, like, an anaphylactic point, but there are people that, when their skin comes into contact with water, they, like, get itchy and stuff. It's not unheard of. Because they looked cool, like the ones that make your dick look tattooed or glow in the dark. Glow in the dark dick would be so cool. Thighs. Look at these jiggly thighs. I don't have a sound for when people use my thigh redeem, so I gotta be paying attention. Stretch and tear, yeah. You don't want that. You're cold. You gotta wrap yourself up in a blankie. Can't have lightsaber condoms kills me because I want to do lightsaber fights. That does sound like fun. Did that say 91% stim? Brokey, you need to go for a shower, like, right now. You're reaching, like, nuclear levels of stinkiness. 50 AUD for 2 condoms? What are they made out of? Fucking diamond? Gold? Platinum? Website is you can get what you like as like Get what you like as large as you like. The bad thing is you can't either very Christian clerk buy a banana and a magazine of plastic furniture. Yes, I have a wild weekend planned. Yeah, that's part of the experience. I do have that term blocked in my chat, Crow, but I understand. Perhaps reword that message and send it again. Don't think they would live very long. True. I think it's mainly like on the like. I don't think you can be allergic to ingesting water, but you can be allergic to like water on your skin. I think maybe it's something in most water that people are that causes the allergic reaction that you can like filter out. Kamikaze at your best friend's house, so I'm not alone. That's what I was getting at, year. What if I like making people uncomfortable when checking out? You gotta make intense eye contact. Yeah, the skin be like skinning and shit. Oh, it's ad time? It do be ad time. Fuck me, man. I'm sleep G. Allergic to fluoride? I'm pretty sure fluoride allergies are relatively common. Came back next day, get the larger size up. Didn't want to seem strange for having a massive schlong. Honestly, that's like kind of so fair. Because I feel like a lot of people would be like a lot of large penis havers. You would get ones that are like that want to, you know, brag about how big their dick is. But you would also have that feeling of they're gonna think I'm lying about how big my dick is they're gonna think I'm trying to show off if I buy the largest size condoms. I would be anxious about that. Bed comfy, yeah, bed comfy. I want to go to my bed soon. I'm thinking I might wrap up shortly because I'm BG. I'm BG. And my head hurts. Which really isn't helping. And this light in my fucking face. Reckon you just keep it to yourself? That would be fun for no one. That shit would hurt.
6, 7.
Inch penis? Is that what we're talking about? Is this inches? O'clock? Meters? 6, 7 brokies? Snorlaxes? Sleeps? It's brain rot? Fucking what brain rot? Is there a new brain rot?
Huh?
I'm sorry, I'm not caught up on my brain rot lore. 6, 7. Is it like 6, 7, 8 kind of thing? Like what comes after 7? 8, and it's like slay. Welcome back, Crow. What the hell? Answer the question. The line from a really bad rap? What rap? A weird voice and it went viral? Damn, the internet's really a crazy place nowadays, isn't it? Oh my god, this generation's humor is cooked! What do you mean someone saying 6, 7 in a weird voice became a meme? That literally means I could say anything and like some fuck-ass voice, and it could become a meme. So fucking dumb. Pee-pee poo-poo, exactly. Fucking pee-pee poo-poo. Cabbage and auto-tune? See if I... Cabbage. I have to say 5-6, because I say 6-7 and activate all the D-Jets. Yeah, I'm kinda glad that I don't make it a habit of mine to talk to anyone under the age of, like, fucking, like, 20 at this point. I don't have anyone in my life that's under that age, so I don't hear all this shit. Can we bring back mogging? That was good. No, it wasn't. Okay, Tani doesn't count. Tani doesn't talk about this shit. It's never voted for. I said pee-pee poo-poo and people voted for that. And yeah, it's so dumb. Like, the new gen sense of humor is so fucking cooked, dude. Like, I know ours was a little bit too. Like, you remember the E Markiplier meme? That shit was dumb as hell, but it was funny. It still is. It still is. Oh no, Rach has. Rach has definitely. She would know exactly what you guys are talking about. The trollololol guy? Yeah, no, that was a meme that I never really understood either. I didn't think that one was ever that funny. That was one of the ones that I was like, There were some of our memes that were kind of cooked. Super old and classic, yeah. I don't know how it became a meme though, or how it was funny. It just was. Yeah, that is more millennial, I feel. But like the younger end of millennials, because like I saw it as a kid, but I don't think it was new when I was a kid. E. Everything went downhill after what you say. Didn't have an MP3 player. I think I did have an MP3 player, but I didn't use it as much. I think I didn't realize I had it, I think, until I don't know. I also didn't know how to use it. So I didn't know how to put music on it. Because no one ever showed me. I did have an iPod, though. I love iPods. Bring back iPods, because what do you mean we're giving fucking 6-year-olds iPhones so that they can play some silly little mobile games? You didn't get a device till you were 12? Bro. Just a pleasant listen? Fair, fair. Enjoy, Crow. Don't do anything illegal. Or if you do, make sure you don't get caught. MPP player. Yeah, I had an iPod Touch. I loved my iPod Touch. You had a DS? I had a DS too. I loved my DS. They can work in the Roblox mines! Oh no! You're creating an iPad kid! Eating dirt, got my first device at 5 because I'm autistic. You know what? Fair. Had a baby blue DS. Yeah, I had the It was kind of a greeny blue color, like a light aqua. I loved that thing. It's still sitting around somewhere. No idea if it still works, but it is still sitting around somewhere. Be in my dad's house somewhere. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to wrap up, y'all. BG. And my eyes are starting to hurt from the light, and my head fucking hurts. Yapping. Go bed. Yeah, we'll go bed. I probably won't go to bed until Henry gets home. I'm hoping he's coming home soon, but yeah. I must go, BG. I must get sleep. First phone was at 12, either because you were walking to high school and your mum said, yeah. I had my first phone in primary school, but it was one of the really old phones. It was like a flip phone. And it was just so I could call mum if I needed to. I didn't get like a smartphone until I was like 16. Old Game Boy when they were a kid. I still have a Game Boy sitting around. It wasn't mine, it was originally my cousin's. I only have like 2 games for it or some shit. But I did have one. Guitar Hero Limited Edition DS. Your cousin snapped it in half? No! Giddies. Make sure you don't get caught, Crow. If you never turn up to stream again, I'll know why. Yeah, I probably will lay in bed and scroll for a bit. Why do you have a button that says thigh? Why do you need that for? So that you can see my delectable squishy thighs. I'm back what I miss, my thighs. We're gonna have boobs and thighs. I'm an anime girl. What would I be without my boobies and my thighs? Even if I get caught, I'm a slippery little cunt. Hell yeah. Boob window. Alright. Under 5'5", very fast and sweat easy. Damn, they won't even be able to see you. Cause you're so. No, I'm kidding. I'm not making a short joke. I'm 5'6". I'm like an inch taller than you. Man, what? You don't like boobs and thighs? Damn.
My first device was a $50 phone I used to play
$50.
Minecraft on. I got it at 12 because my dad was fed up with me constantly asking if I could play games on his phone, which is fair enough.
Dude, a $50 phone could play fucking Minecraft on it? What has the world come to? You couldn't do that now. No, I saw the super horny from the Awooga. That's why I thought it was funny if you missed the thighs. You're quite a while, actually. I know you have. I'm surprised you haven't seen those redeems yet. Oh, I'm still 2D. This is all 2D, baby. Just very, very well rigged. Thank you, Zeph. I've got nice boobies. I mean, I had the boob window with my chibi as well. I don't think I had the size, but I do now. Because they're extra squishy and yummy. Alright, I am gonna fucking, head out. I'm about to head out. Let me see who is live. Shall we? Shall we? I'm so sleepy! My eyes are stinging. They sting. No one that I usually raid into is live. Oh, Nick's live? I wonder how long he's been going for. I think Nick hasn't streamed in a while. At least I haven't seen him in a while. Says he's playing Peak. Let me actually fucking see the screen. Okay, Pog, we're gonna raid into Nick. Haven't raided into him for a while. And he's playing Peak. He's wonderful. He's got super good energy for stream, and it might be a little overwhelming for some people. He's got like 3 screens up, but for the average ADHD haver, it'll be great. Alright, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate you guys all being here when I just fucking disappear for a couple of weeks at a time. I'm gonna be a little bit more consistent over the next month, hopefully, because I am now on uni holidays. But, you know, my brain still be kind of ass sometimes, so, you know, be patient with me. I am trying my best at all times, and I love you guys, and I appreciate all of y'all, and I will see you guys again. I haven't decided when next stream is, but I'll let y'all know in the Discord, which is why you should be there. Get in the Discord if you're not in there, and then you'll know when I'm streaming. Then you'll know what's going on. Thank you, Sable, for the raid messages. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye!